What's up guys, Brownie here, coming to you with another AFKJourney video, and today they just released another new trailer. It's showing us all the skills for ALSA and Soren. It's also talking about all the other new things in the game that they're bringing, but we're only going to focus on ALSA's skill in this video, and we're just going to kind of let them explain the skill, and then I'm going to pause it at certain points to talk about things that I noticed or had an idea about. So let's go ahead and start the video.
He's cheerful and helpful, a rock-type mage with a strong sense of justice. ALSA's skill, Stone Barrier, summons the power of the earth to damage and stun her target for a set period of time. Beyond that, a multi-tile rock pillar will form behind the target, which can block enemy attacks. Enemies originally located at the tile of the rock pillar will be knocked back. Multiple pillars can exist at the same time, but in limited numbers and can be destroyed.
Alright, so a very interesting first skill. So basically what she does, she creates 3 rock formations and at an enemy, and that stuns the enemy for what looks like 3 seconds, and then if there's an enemy on the tile that she has summoned the rocks on, it'll knock that enemy backwards and basically create a barrier that blocks the enemy's attacks, which is actually really cool. And she can also summon multiple rocks, but it's limited to a certain amount, so I'm guessing if the rock barriers that are up haven't been destroyed and she summons more, the ones will be destroyed that have been there the longest. That's my assumption. And yeah, and you can destroy them. So that's her first skill. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of it.
In such a hazardous environment, it's not always the best to strike first. Sometimes it's smarter to stay alive and retreat. And ALSA understands just that. When she releases her ultimate skill, Twirling Rocks, ALSA will move to the target location and cause damage to enemies within range. Then, she will enter the combat stance, during which ALSA will have 2 new abilities.
Alright, so I wanted to pause it here quick because that actually sounds kind of cool, and it sort of reminds me of Shakir and how he goes into his wolf form and he has the lupine aura and all that stuff. So it looks like she has an attack stance, and that gives her extra skills that she can do certain things with. So let's go ahead and see what those are.
First, she curls up into a ball, quickly strikes the target to cause stun, and then bounces back to her original position.
Okay, that's cool. There's another stun. So she's got quite a few stuns in her kit, and it looks like it could be pretty quick because she just, curls up into a ball. She's probably damage immune in that motion and just hits them, stuns them, goes right back to her spot, and is ready to keep going. So let's see what that other skill is.
Once she acquires her exclusive skill, Dawn of Terra, the more she rolls in the combat stance state, the stronger the subsequent impact and the more she avoids damage.
Okay, so far it sounds like she's sort of like a ramp-up hero, and the more she rolls and does that actual attack, the more damage it's going to do each time she does it. And then she's also avoiding damage, apparently. So I'm guessing as she's rolling, she's immune, or maybe for a certain amount of time after the roll, she avoids damage and stuff like that, or maybe she has dodge. I don't know. I don't know if that's even a stat in this game. But anyway, let's go ahead and see the second part of this skill.
Secondly, when ALSA herself receives a high amount of damage within a range, she curls up again and hides far away. Each curl up will consume energy, but when she recovers, she will gain extra shields.
Now this sounds awful for a melee hero to be up against, because every time they do a big hit, she's just gonna roll up into a ball, choose a faraway tile, and go there, and then you gotta chase them back down. And on top of that, she's gonna get shields too. Like, that's crazy. That's gonna be so annoying for so many teams that have melee heroes. Oh my god. Well, actually, Seth would be able to flash to her if he has his ultimate, so that'd be cool. But anyway, let's keep going with the video.
ALSA's other skill, Repel Sweep, can perfectly complement these 2 control-type skills. She senses the vibration of the earth, finding all enemies that have been controlled recently. She'll then create falling rocks above their heads to cause damage. This makes her a control-type mage who can create terrains.
Alright, so those are her skills, and to review, she creates rock formations. They cover 3 tiles. If she summons the rocks on a hero, it'll knock them back and then block their attacks. She also has a 3-second stun when she does that. You can only have limited rocks on the arena field at a time, and they can also be destroyed. And then she also has ramping up damage as she's doing more attacks of that rolling attack she has, and she can avoid damage. And then she also does damage to recently controlled heroes. So she has actually a lot of synergies with those Aaron teams. I mean, just imagine it. Aaron pulls in the enemy team. She sets up those rock formations. Then she gets stuns off on them. Those rock formations are also blocking attacks. And then she'll probably put more rock formations up. And the team would just be able to demolish really anybody from the sound of it. I don't know. In theory, it sounds good, but in practice, it might just be totally crap. So we'll have to test that out. I'm going to definitely try to pull for her and get as strong of a copy as I can. So we'll have to see. Anyway, stay tuned for that stuff. And please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.